Hello, welcome to this analysis on Bitcoin with Bitcoin Gorilla. Today I'm going to tell you more on the next bear plan. Now, if you've been following me, you know we've been shorting since April 1st, and we are still shorting because opportunities come, but we know, like I told you, that we are on a sideways market, which means we are going to be seeing up and down moves that are not clear. This market is not clear in the long run. So today, this analysis is going to be a long term and not short term. But like I always do, I'll give you a little brief of what will happen long term. Now, this analysis I see it playing for the rest of 2021 to 2022, yeah, to probably beginning of 2022. I see this happening, right? So thank you for joining me. And this is going to be a pure price action analysis. Now, on the background, my dog is very chewy with her bones and can be a little bit loud, so I do apologize for that. But she's not noisy, so you're not going to hear any barking from her. So now, if you're using earpiece, I hope it doesn't affect you. Please, I do apologize for the noise in the background. Okay, so now let's get into this. So this analysis, I'm going to be starting it with the monthly chart, then we're going to talk about the weekly chart, then the daily chart, and a bit of 4 hours, right? Depending on how much time we have on our hands. So let's dive into this. Now, monthly chart. Now I'm going to turn off all this noise, and we're going to have a clear chart. Now, what we are seeing here is quite very clear. Now, if you look closely here, you're going to see that we have a 3-bar reversal here, which I talked about in my last video. I'm going to leave the link in this under this video, where I talked about though the timing didn't play as I expected because it's a sideways market. You can't really say when a breakout or the move is going to happen, but because it's a sideways market, I already see that what we're having is a rectangle. Let me turn this back up. Now, this is a rectangle, and what's the difference between a rectangle and a pennant? Now, the two look alike, right? But for the sake of newbies, I'll give a little bit of explanation to help this analysis be understood better. I'll be understand better. Pardon my English. Now, if you look closely, we have something that looks like this. You can see it clearly. It looks like this, right? Now, this is a triangle. There's another pattern that looks exactly like this called a pennant. Now, the difference between a triangle and a pennant is a triangle actually takes anything from 3 months upward to complete, right? It takes longer time, while a pennant takes shorter time period, which means anything below 3 months is a pennant. Anything below 3 months and a breakout is a pennant, but anything above 3 months is a rectangle, a triangle. Now, a triangle can take as far, not a rectangle, please. A triangle. A triangle can take as far as years to complete, 6 months. It depends, right? Depends on what is likely to go on. So remember, this market needs a lot of patience. So if you see this my drawing that goes like this, it's just the way the market is going to move for the rest of probably 2021. So in this process of moving, we are going to encounter 20K. I've been saying this since April 1st, and it looks like it's never going to happen, but we are going there, and it's going to happen like a fin trick. 20K is coming, and I am just hoping that we don't break this support right here, because if we break this support, then we'll definitely come back and retest this breakout at this point, right? We'll definitely be retesting the breakout around 20K is the first breakout, right? The second breakout, the first breakout is around 12K, right? We'll be retesting that 12K if the 20K does not hold us. Now, let me pick my horizontal line. There's a support here, right? There's a support around here. That's the first support, the first strong support that is going to hold this weekly, monthly chart. Now, this analysis is not daily, this is monthly. The first support, strong support, is around this zone, right? Now there's another support right here. Don't miss that. Right here is another support, right? Which we've been surviving on around that 28K. That's where we've been hitting for the past how many times now. If we return to this 28K, then we're going to break it. Why? Here's why. First of all, you can see that we are having this is our first rejection. We are already having signs of second rejection. Now we still have 10 days to the close of this candle, right? If this candle should push down, then we could have a around this 30K to 28K. We are going to have some sort of bounce. Now we're going to have our first likely bounce around here. I am going to talk about it. I am going to talk about it around that 36K. There's a support kind of around that zone. I'm going to talk about it when we talk about the weekly and the daily chart. Now, this is the monthly chart. Now, this second rejection on the long run could break all this support that is right here and head for this 20K support, which if fails comes to this point. Now, that is going to take a long time to achieve. Like I said, a lot of patience is needed because breaking out of this triangle is not going to be easy, right? Breaking up or down is not going to be easy because of the triangle. So we're going to likely get this market going like this for a while. That's why I put um all these arrows. So now let's go. That's the monthly chart. Now the major thing really stopping us from having a new all-time high is this 3 bar reversal, right? So the 3 bar reversal is just getting the second rejection. It's just getting the second rejection. There will be a third rejection. Now this second rejection is going to be stronger than the first rejection, and this second rejection is the one likely going to take us to that 20K, right? It's going to be stronger than the first rejection, and it's going to be a measured move, right? That's what I see. It's going to be a measured move. Now I've been talking about measured move for a while now, and measured move is going to happen. So it's going to be a move to this point. It's going to be like this. Yeah. It's going to be something like this. Right? Boom. And this is the support that I see. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let's go to the weekly chart. Right? This is the weekly chart. Now, the weekly chart is very interesting because of this. We're having a two clear bearish engulfing, right? A clear bearish engulfing has just taken place right here. That's a rejection. That's the second rejection, right? Two rejections. This is the first rejection, and this is the second rejection, which is confirming that those people now, the reason why I said this second rejection is likely going to break this support, because you can see this line that goes like this. It's likely going to look something like this. It's going to break this support. Remember, when a support is hit countlessly, it becomes weaker. Now, this support is becoming weak. Even if it comes here and likely bounce probably to this point before it goes down and breaks this support, right? So we could have something like this. Now, if you look at this arrow, my arrow, the yellow arrow actually played a role. The yellow arrow said we could come here and go like this. Now, you ask me, why is my lines like this? Now, mind you, this is a sideways market. Supports get easily broken, resistance get easily broken, and then comes back to retest the resistance and the support. So you find yourself entering a trade, and then you find out that the trade will go your way, and then come back to clear your stop loss, and then go back and start going the way you wanted it to. So that is a lot, and a lot of people really lose a lot of money trading a sideways market. Now, this is the clear rejection we're having. Second clear rejection. This rejection is just coming. And I'm telling you, I've been singing it since April, and I'm still singing it. 20K is coming. Cheap Bitcoin is coming. Cheap Bitcoin is coming. I see a lot of people are really happy about this smaller bounce. You think this is a bounce? Wait till you buy Bitcoin as 20K or below 20K, because it's coming. And then you will see what it feels like to have a bounce, because a real shoot up like we had this time around is going to happen again, right? That's what we're going to happen. But first, we need to break out of this trap, because this is a trap that will keep pulling us back and forth for a while. I see this happening for the rest of 2021, and probably partially part of 2022. That's what I see happening. But probably by the time we're going to the end of 2022, we're going to have that breakout again that happened in 2020. That's something like that. That's what we're going to have. But this 2021, rest of 2021 is likely going to experience that sideways market, right? You're going to have it going up and down, like I said. I don't know why I keep repeating myself, but I'm sorry about that. It's just I'm trying to emphasize how important it is not to ignore this coming dump, because a lot of people are already shouting and saying that we're going to see bull market. Please do your analysis before you jump in and buy. Also, this one I'm telling you, please do your analysis before you jump and sell, right? It's good to always be very, very, very aware of what you're doing and just don't blindly follow all of us technical analysts suggestion that we give. Okay, now this is the daily chart. This is where it gets really interesting, because now the rejections gets really very obvious, right? They are starting to get obvious. Okay. Okay, now here is what I'm about to show you now. A new daily candle just opened about few minutes ago, and we are breaking the support we've been respecting. We just broke the support. Look at it. Let me take all this away so that to make it easier. So now look at this. Look at this. We just broke this support we've been respecting for quite a while. That's around that 42, around that 44K, right? We broke that support. Now we will have to look at the support, right? A good support around this zone. Now we've broken it. Now the next support we're looking at is around that 28K, 29K, 30K zone, right? That's around this area, because remember, support is an area, not a line. Support is an area and not a line. So here is where we're expecting the next target for this BS to hit, right? We expect this BS to go down, right? It's going really down. This is going down. This is going down. So the target right now, what we are seeing, is going to be somewhere around the zone. I do apologize that I don't post all the time. I know a lot of people are really expecting my post all the time, but God, if you only guys know how many things I gotta handle at the same time. But guess what? No matter whatever I'm doing, my eyes is always on Bitcoin, and I don't take my eyes off. And once I see any good major move coming and a good sign, I'll jump on it and come and tell you guys about it. Just like I see what is coming now. We have our clear second rejection. I was waiting for this rejection. I talked about the bounce that we're going to see around 48K to 54K to 56K, and it stopped around 53K, right? And now I'm seeing the rejection. After getting the bounce, I'm here to tell you about what you should expect. I'm here to tell you about what to expect in the next 3 to 6 months or 1 year coming, right? It's not a short-term trade, right? It's not a short-term analysis. Now look closely. Like I said, we're going to have the daily chart. This is where it's pointing. 30K is coming next, and likely this is the rejection line for the daily, right? I can get you where the resistance line is on daily. So look at that. Look at that. So even if we have any pull up right now, the clear chances of it getting rejected right here is high. So it's either we dump straight or it goes back up, either it pulls back and go back to retest the breakdown and then dive right back down. That is what I'm saying. So the next support I'm expecting is around 30K. And if we're not lucky, yeah, depending on how strong these bears are, because they are really looking strong the way they are pushing because of this strong rejection right here, we could get ourselves right here quicker than we expect to go. Thank you very much for watching. Like I said, is okay, let me just take a brief moment to look at 4 hours to give you what there's still a little time. Just that most time when I have a long videos, uploading becomes a problem, as it doesn't get uploaded easily. So you see the point of what I'm saying. You see it. Did you see that rejection? So let me draw that resistant line again. So you said. So did you see that? And even if I turn on the EMAs, right now the EMAs themselves have golden crosses. Now let me turn on my EMA. Now the EMAs I use the 20 EMA, the 200 EMA, and the 50 EMA. The EMA right now, we just had a very strong golden cross that should not be ignored. Now, what is that golden cross? We have the the 20 EMA, the 50 EMA, both crossing below the 200 EMA. That's a very strong warning, right? This is it. That is a very, very strong warning. Now, this blue is my 200, the white is my 20, and the yellow is my 50. And you can see the cross, the golden cross that right now is happening. The 20 is below the 50 is going below. The 50 is actually the most important one. It's going below the 200. That is very strong. That is for a long term. That is not for a short term. 50 EMA going below the 200 EMA is for a long term, telling you that more moves to the downside is likely coming. Get ready. Get ready. It's coming. I am not going to tell you that it's going to happen in September because of it's a sideways market. Because it's a sideways market, my timing calling can really get messed up because markets won't go as I wanted or as you wanted or as anybody wanted. It's going to go on its own term. When it wants to go, it goes sideways for as long as it wants. Then it takes one sharp move and then stops and goes sideways. So giving you time, it's going to take a while before it happens, but it's coming. 20K is coming. All you need is big term patience. Be patient and you will be happy. You will when you're buying cheap Bitcoin below 20K. Thank you so much. It's your girl Bitcoin Gorilla. And thank you for supporting me with your likes. As this your like will also help this video, not just help this video, it's going to help a lot of people watch it. It's going to help a lot, it's going to help it get to a lot of people, and it's going to actually help me too to be able to reach more people with this analysis. Thank you so much, and I do appreciate the support.